Welcome to the Hackensack Public Schools Building a Brighter Future referendum presentation. The upcoming referendum, scheduled for Tuesday, January 22, 2019, is a plan that will provide for much-needed work at all of our schools across the district. The history of our buildings points us to the fact that some of our schools are over 100 years old. The Early Childhood Development Center is not owned by the district, and the yearly cost for the lease runs upward of $700,000. This timeline shows us that the last school to be built in our district was Nellie K. Parker in 1974. The 5-6 addition at the middle school and the elevator wing at Hiller School were added in 2000-2001. This referendum provides for a comprehensive plan that addresses the needs of our aging buildings, provides for security upgrades across the district, ADA accessibility, and the building of a school to ease the overcrowding that has resulted from an enrollment increase of nearly 1,000 students since 2008. This plan is the result of a multi-year effort that began in 2013 with a demographic study, and it had been updated annually since then. A subcommittee of the Board of Education was created to focus on building needs. Feedback was solicited from staff, students, and parents over a one-year period. Based on facility needs and the feedback from stakeholders, various options were considered, and a plan was created to best address facility and enrollment needs. In many cases, we have had to seek state approval to subdivide spaces in our schools to create additional instructional space. At Jackson Avenue School, cafeteria space had to be converted to provide for a music classroom. As of November 2018, our enrollment surpassed the projected enrollment count for the 2019-2020 school year. Our Early Childhood Development Center, commonly referred to as ECDC, is now at maximum capacity, serving 279 students. ECDC was only meant to provide for a temporary rental option. The building does not meet all state pre-K requirements and therefore requires waivers from the state. It also has other significant needs. Aging buildings require constant maintenance, and big projects like heating, ventilation, ADA compliance, and electrical systems updates are too costly for annual budgets. Bringing these projects together under a referendum qualifies the project for state aid to offset the cost of renovations and alterations. The proposed project will also provide for expanded academic programming like technology and engineering, STEAM and makerspace opportunities, as well as small group instruction and collaborative learning spaces. Security upgrades are planned for all of our schools. In order to bring back our pre-K to our neighborhood schools, this plan involves reconfiguring grades and will create a new junior high school with a grade 9 academy on the high school campus. This chart further explains the reconfiguration of grades and shows us that elementary schools will serve pre-K through grade 2. Our current middle school will become an elementary school serving grades 3 through 6. The junior high school will serve grades 7 and 8 and house the 9th grade academy, while the existing high school building will primarily serve grades 10 through 12. Feedback from community stakeholders and parents has made moving preschool students back to their neighborhood schools a priority. Improvements planned across our elementary schools include additional classroom space, security upgrades, safer drop-off areas, ADA accessibility, and electrical fire alarm upgrades. Improvements at the upper elementary school and high school will include STEAM labs, gymnasium and classroom upgrades, roof repairs, air conditioning, window replacements, and security upgrades. The junior high school would offer STEAM and science labs, dedicated gymnasium and cafeteria space, a 750-seat auditorium, and the 9th grade academy. The new school would be built on the upper field along American Legion Way, as indicated by the top arrow, and the parking garage would be built on the existing high school parking lot, as indicated by the middle arrow. The high school field house will also be renovated, and new turf on the existing baseball field will provide for improved drainage and allow for multi-use, year-round fields. Using district-owned property reduces the cost of our referendum and allows us to house the 9th grade academy on the high school campus. This chart shows the proposed work, bond amount, and the approved state aid received for each individual project. Total state aid for the referendum is $41,388,670. After state aid, the tax impact on the average home, assessed at $245,431, is estimated to be $308.66, or less than $1 per day. Information on property tax reimbursement for eligible seniors and people with disabilities can be found on the website on this slide, or by looking up New Jersey Senior Tax Freeze on the Internet. The referendum is scheduled for Tuesday, January 22, 2019, and voting polls will be open between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m.